Okay, so the problem statement is that what's the cause of problem that arise that leads to my internship project is that during my internship and practicum in SK Taman Kulim Kedah, I observed and aware that many people use English only during formal lessons, especially during my English class, okay, for year 4 students, and rarely practice it beyond the classroom. Okay, so for example, when they meet me outside of the classroom, anyway, for example, in the canteen, they didn't use any English words at all. They only use Malay and Bahasa. So it's very concernable and questionable because they are very good at English in English. Okay, so there was a noticeable lack of a space that encouraged them to explore and use the language in relaxed and enjoyable way. For example, I noticed that in these schools, even though they have English corner, it's a very empty and not very interesting to look at. Okay, and then English seems confined to textbooks and structured activities, which limited for the students to in their confidence and spontaneous use of the language. So that's why I think this is the problem that leads to the next innovation, which is the English corner that I made. Okay, hello and Assalamualaikum. I meet to you all. Okay, so my name is Siti Khadijah binti Shaharudean. So for my innovation in intern, okay, so I'm doing English corner. So let's see what's my innovation. Okay, so here we have the game place for them to play games. Okay, so we have what is this, board games, and then we have this one, and then also we have 4 connects,
and then the blocks. Okay, so for this activity, they can play this during recess or after classes. Okay, so to enjoy with their friends. So this one they can do it in English lah. This one scribbles, and then this one also we have book. Okay, we have 60 books here, English books. Okay, we can see here it's a very simple English. For example, no thanks. Okay, so we have tea, can, cola, orange juice, milk. Okay, so it's a very simple one because usually it's really close with year 1, year 2 and year 3. And then here we have notes where they can put, the teacher can put any notes. For example, this one nouns, okay, to introduce verb, part of speech, and then WH questions, preposition of times. Okay, this one the teacher can also replace it with their others note, okay, by removing just this one. Okay, so it can replace. Okay, and then we have student work showcase. For example, here we have this one where year 4 student, my student, they do this one. They make this flashcard by themselves. Okay, so I show them in English corner. Okay, and then here we have the figurative part where the student can learn from it. Okay, for example, here we have angry as a bull. Okay, and then for this one also we have a competition. Essay competition for year 4, year 5 and year 6. Okay, and then they will use all the figurative part here, some of the figurative part, and included it into the essay. And then we have word of the day. For example, for today, the word of the day is exquisite. Okay, for example, it means it's very extremely beautiful. Okay, and then we have the example of the sentences, and the last one we have English notice board. Okay, so here the teacher can put any information regarding to English to put it here. Okay, so they will using thumbtack only. Okay, so that's all for my project.